I'm going to show you my garden now. This is the tomato plant that I try to experiment and leave it outside of the garden. It didn't do as well, so next year I'm going to put it back in a container garden. The bottles that you see here are the things that me and my niece did before I went out of town to see if it would keep the garden hydrated, which is like when I said when I came back the garden was like crazy. So these you fill up with water, glass bottles, and then you just stick them in the dirt and they act like aqua globes. And then these we kind of recycle. It's kind of weird because you can see them in the small plant, but then we poke small holes in the bottom so the water dripped out slowly. Okay, so this I hope you can see the whole thing. This is my garden. Is huge. The truck is blocking it. But these all are my broccoli, and if you look from maybe here, you can see how it kind of exploded. I can't even get it in the whole thing. I've already picked some of it, and like here's some more growing in. And my broccoli started off as mostly leaves because when I planted it, it was unusually it was too hot for broccoli, but it was too cool for other stuff to grow. So it started off as a whole bunch of leaves, and I'm just now starting to get broccoli. Some stuff looks wilted because I haven't watered it in 3 days, so I just came out to water. This broccoli was the head when I got back out of town. I wanted to try it, but 2 days later it had already bolted into all these little flowers. I'm just leaving it because it's attracting a lot of bees, and as you guys know, there's a big bee problem, so I let them just eat what they want. And then if you can look down in here at some of the older leaves that are dying, I don't know if you could see this, but there's bottles in there too. And then back here is the lettuce that bolted. It's gonna have flowers soon, so you can't really eat it like that, so I'm just gonna let the insects have it too. And then this was little flowers that my niece planted. They're just now starting to grow, but when we left they weren't even growing through. And then my tomatoes are finally, these are starting to grow. It wasn't hot enough for the tomatoes until now, but now it's too late. Usually when it gets hot like this, they won't, sorry I can't focus, they won't turn green. And so that was a wash. And there's a weed growing in there too, so as soon as I pulled that weed out, I started getting tomatoes. The peas, I should have showed you before they died. We picked them all and I tasted them, so I can tell you about how they taste. All this stuff here is like potatoes, and my husband won't let me pull them out. I didn't plant these. These are volunteer potatoes from last year. We redid the garden, as you can see in the square foot thingy, and we used the same dirt. And now this is another tomato plant that's starting to grow in. I'm glad some of the potatoes are dying because they just like took over the whole garden. I pulled some of them out. And then this one, like I said, it was not hot enough for hot weather plants, so this is a squash plant, and it's just now starting to get squash, but it'll probably be too late for it. This was a cucumber plant, but I didn't water it in a couple days, so it might die or bounce back. And basically that's it. But for us to have been gone for so long, I guess a combination of everything that we used caused the garden to explode. So we used bottles, plastic, and glass. And then I had these from last year, those aqua globes, when my garden was a little smaller, and that all helped. So if you have any more questions, let me know. Hopefully it's not wobbly. Bye.